Last week I downloaded almost 30,000 images of birds. It was almost 50 different species of birds, and after downloading those images, it turns out that in range of one species the data are really noisy. So today we are going to deal with this problem, but first of all I need a coffee. So how to clean the data that were previously downloaded by us last week? My idea to clean those data is to first of all use the MobileNet SSD detector. It's a kind of single shot detector that gives you the great possibility to localize a bird on a screen and then get the exact coordinates where the bird is on the image. That really gives us the possibility to filter out all the images that are not having a bird in it. And it's really nice because if you see into your data set, you've been looking for a pika bird, and it's really funny because in English, in United States of America, there is a music band called Pika. So you are right. We have downloaded a lot of data, a lot of images of the band. And the great thing here is that you can filter this band by using a simple method. It's enough to modify the pika Latin word of this bird and look for a pika bird in the internet. It will probably filter all the data, but anyway, using MobileNet SSD detector or any kind of single shot detectors like YOLO, you are able to filter all the data you have downloaded and have precisely a bird or an object that you want. In our case, a bird. If you scroll down my code, which was committed into a GitHub, the link to the GitHub you will find down the video. You will see that I am, after iterating over the directories and images and passing the images through the MobileNet SSD, I am having some kind of a threshold. It's called the probability threshold of detected object. It seems to be enough high probability to filter out all non-bird images, and it's ideal. You don't lose data, you just filter out those messy data. And when I pass an image through the MobileNet SSD, I get the crop coordinates of the bird on the screen, and this gives me the possibility to save this crop as a new file, or in our case, or in my case, pass it to another function. I pass the crop to another function because I want this crop to be squared. Not every image produced by MobileNet SSD will be a squared image. Sometimes it will be a rectangular, and we don't really want rectangular images be fitted into training process. The reason we don't want squared images processed by Keras or any kind of framework that is dealing with training networks is that those frameworks has the augmentation process, and sometimes the augmentation process squeezed the image so much that the object of the image cannot be recognized exactly. It's a new object. For example, let's assume that we are having an image 100 pixels width and 800 pixels height of a bird standing. If we pass it through the augmentation process before learning, it will be squeezed so much that the new image after augmentation will not be the same as normal squared image of a bird. If we are feeding convolutional network with those data, it turns out that when testing comes, the accuracy of the network is not so high. Thus I am trying to pad left pad and right pad, or top bottom pad the image to have it squared. And when the padding is done, I just want to save this image in new directory to have it prepared for next step. You have probably noticed that the process is not ideal. Yes, it produced a lot of duplicated data, and it will be really painful for us during the training process if we let the data to be fed into the neural network. I suppose next week, I am going to deal with this problem, but there is another thing I am thinking about. I would like to also deal with the problem of similar images. When we are cropping different images and padding, they seems to be the same at first glance of an eye, but on the other hand, if you compare them strictly on the mathematical side or program side, it turns out that they are not identical. Sometimes there are differences between the resolution of the images. I have an idea that next week I also will try to deal with this problem, the problem of similarity of the images. And I hope I will manage to delete the similar images which the differences between each other is very slight, or the images are just shifted and so on. So I think that we will see next time dealing with the problem of images that are first of all similar, the second thing duplicated. If you like this video, please leave a comment, and of course you can always find all my code as free code on my blog. The links are written down below this video, so you will not have any problems with finding them. Stay tuned until next time, I hope in 1 week.